Oh, hi. Welcome to North Glenmore Park. We're here in the Glenmore Reservoir in Calgary, just on the edge of the Elbow River. So we're floating on the canoe out here. It's a beautiful day. Doing a review in Calgary today, which is just perfect because we're reviewing the first Legion of Utopia from Renegade Arts and Entertainment. Renegade is just located out in Cochrane. And this book is nominated for Alberta Book Publishers Awards. I believe it's nominated for Best Trade Fiction, if I recall correctly. So yeah, this book, great book, First Legion of Utopia. Book by James Davidge. He's done a lot of stuff locally, both underground. He's written some novels. He's written quite a few graphic novels of local history interest as well. Including the fantastic book that he did on John Ware. Bob Prodor is the artist on this one. I believe he was the artist on the John Ware book as well. Bob, who you'll know, is from Edmonton. He does a lot of underground comics currently. He's done a lot of work in the past for bands like Nirvana and Green Day, doing gig posters for them. Also, I'm really pleased to read some of Nick Johnson, who did the colors and the background art on this book. It's really easy to pick out his art. He's got a very distinct style. And then also, too, I just want to mention Ryan Ferrier, who did the lettering in this book. I'm more familiar with Ryan's work through the series that he just did with Boom Studios, Kong and the Planet of the Apes, which I thought was really great. I hope there's a sequel to that one. So yeah, First Legion of Utopia. So basically what's happening in this book is we're following two characters as they arrive in Calgary and they're witnessing the pieces coming together for the birth of the CCP, which in Canada is the Cooperative Commonwealth Federation. So the CCP is what eventually gives birth to Canada's new Democratic Party. Which is significant to know, I think, because, you know, in a lot of places, especially our neighbors to the south, it's a two-party system, whereas in Canada we have a broader system. And the NDP are kind of the front runners of that system, which is really cool. You get a lot in this book. It dives right into some issues right from the get-go, talking about eugenics, workers' pay, as you would expect from something from NDP, employment, racial equality, death penalty, forced sterilizations, and that's only grazing the surface. Yeah, James, he really does tackle a lot of issues here, particularly sexual identity, sexual expression, and as it relates to race, which was very interesting. So it was cool to see these artists, this writer, bring new life to some of these locales that are in Calgary, such as the Downtown Legion, which is odd to think that was the birthplace of the CCP. Calgary, when you think of Calgary, you think more of that sort of conservative politics, but history shows a little bit differently, which is just fantastic, and James likes to remind us of that. Some of the other locales that are given new life in here is like the Nash Tavern in Inglewood. The Nash has since been redeveloped into kind of an office space. And I don't think it's ever really looked the way that it did originally. I remember doing security there before they renovated it some years back, and just seeing the horse hitches that are still in there. So it's cool to see it in its prime, more or less so, in this book. I've mentioned the art a couple times here. Bob Prodor gives great life to some of the drunkards that the characters run into on their way to Calgary and within Calgary. I think Bob's particularly good at illustrating drunkards. I don't know why. Bob, maybe you can let me know. Nick Johnson, yeah, like I said, the background art, fantastic. The colors really bring this book together, and it is what keeps this book consistent, which is just great. So I will say this isn't my favorite book from James. I would say probably 13 Minutes was my favorite book, which 13 Minutes, it does act as a companion to this book, in that it's sharing characters. Holly Burnside in both of these stories. So it's good to see her back again. But yeah, just congratulations to you guys for doing such a great book here, really diving into the local history. I think it can act as an educational resource for a lot of kids and a lot of adults, such as myself, who learn a lot from this book. My wife said the same thing. Thanks a lot. Congratulations on the nominations. Hopefully I can get another review up for you folks in the next week or so, depending on where we go to take this canoe. Hopefully it's outdoors as well. So before you say goodbye, maybe just try to click on my link taking you to my coffee page. Buy me a coffee if you so deem it necessary. So thank you.